Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to another live stream on Coach's Corner Travel. And tonight we are joined by Aston Villa fan Bailey Francis. Good evening, Bailey.
Good evening, thanks for having me on.
No problem, anytime at all. And tonight we will be covering all the AFL Championship game weeks 42, the preview tonight. So our first game coming up is a Friday night kickoff. It's obviously going to be 4th versus 8th. It's Middlesbrough versus Norwich City. Obviously, David Wagner is Norwich City's manager, and Middlesbrough's manager used to have a good run of form under Michael Carrick, but he has seemed to drop that form a bit. Do you think he'll pick that back up on Friday night, Bailey?
Yeah, I do. I know they've been a bit rubbish lately, but I think they're against the Norwich side who are not picking up their form. Yes, they beat Blackburn, but Blackburn, haven't been on good form either. But Middlesbrough, they've got good players like Cameron Archer, of course, Aaron Ramsey, Akpom. They've got great players, and I think if they want to try and push for that top 2, they need to win this Friday night. They've, of course, haven't won for their last 3, losing against Huddersfield, Burnley, and drawing against Bristol City. They're sitting 4th spot, but I think they will pick up with a win here. I'm going 2-1 to Middlesbrough.
2-1 to Borough. To be honest, I'm going to say 3-1 to Middlesbrough on this one, guys. So, yeah, 3-1 to Borough. Akpom getting the brace. Obviously, Pookie might score for Norwich, and I don't know who'll score for Middlesbrough for Liverpool, but it's definitely will be 3-1 in this game. Next game is a relegation battle at the end of the Championship. It's Blackpool versus Wigan Athletic, 23rd versus 24th in the table. Obviously, Mick McCarthy got the sack. Well, he didn't get the sack, he left with mutual consent the other week. Obviously, he faces Wigan Athletics manager. He's not doing good at all. We got a big points deduction the other week. How do you reckon this one will go, Bailey? Blackpool versus Wigan?
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams. I think both teams will go down, but loser, I think, are in really trouble. But yeah, Blackpool, I think you missed a game out, to be fair. Sheffield United Cardiff, 12:30.
I've got that. I've got that on my next one. My next one.
That's fine. But I think this will be a big game. I think Blackpool, of course, losing last time out after going 1-0 up against a really good Luton team, losing 3-1. They're letting goals in. They lost 3-1 against Luton, 3-1 lost against Cardiff, 3-1 lost against Preston, 4-1 lost against Coventry. They're letting goals in. They have got 1 win in 5 1 win in 4 after beating QPR 6-1. That was their last win. Wigan, they haven't scored for their last 2. They lost against Swansea 2-0 and 1-0 loss against Sheffield United. Then before that, they beat QPR 1-0, drawn against Watford and Coventry. I think Blackpool, because they're at home, I think they could pick up a massive win here. But I think it'll be low scoring. I'm going to go 1-0 win to Blackpool.
Okay, 1-0 Blackpool. For me, I think because it's so tight at the bottom of the table, only a point in it, I'm going to say a 0-0 draw for this fixture. I think there's going to be no goals coming in this fixture. I think it's going to be a 0-0 draw in this one. Perfect. Right, the next one, what Bailey's just told me, it's second place Sheffield United, and they take on Cardiff City. So they're at home at Bramall Lane. They've had an outstanding form under Paul Heckenbottom lately, Sheffield United. Obviously, Iliman Dyer is one of the best strikers for them. So, Bailey, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, Sheffield United, they're second in the league. They probably need to win this because if they don't and Luton wins them, Luton will be 2 points behind. So Sheffield United will need to win this after picking up a loss against Burnley with a 2-0 loss. And before that, picking up a 1-0 win against Wigan. Cardiff, they lost 1-0 against Sunderland. I think Cardiff, are probably in trouble, I think they could be going down to 21st place. I just think Sheffield United will win this. I think they need to. If they don't, then I don't know. But I'm going 3-0 win to Sheffield. I just think they'll thrash Cardiff.
3-0 Sheffield. I'm seeing 2-0 Sheffield, and I'm in Dyer and Billy Sharp to get goals for them. Right, our next game is our team Sunderland, and we play Birmingham City. It's a 3:00 kickoff at the Stadium Light. Obviously, Tony Mowbray, he's picked up 4 points since the Good Friday Easter weekend running. The drew against Hull City 4-0 last Friday night, and they won against Cardiff 1-0 on Easter Monday. Obviously, Dennis Cirkin getting that topping goal from an Alex Pritchard free kick. How do you think this one's going to plan out? Do you think Sunderland's going to win this fixture again, Bailey?
Sunderland are a massive club, and I do like Sunderland. They could be fighting. I think they could get playoffs. But Blues, I don't want to go say they're so rubbish. I know I'm a Villa fan, but I don't want to say that. But they are on good form. They, of course, I think they drawn 2 and won 2. They were beaten in the last 4 after drawing against Don't Nil. Now I got told that it was a crap game. And 1-1 against Reading before that, 1-0 win against Blackburn, and a 1-0 win against QPR. And Sunderland, they of course came up with a 1-0 win against Cardiff, a 4-4 over Hull, a 0-0 over Burnley, and a 1-1 over Luton. So both teams are 4 games unbeaten. Sunderland, of course, if they want to fight for play, they need to win it. They're sitting 10th in the table, and Blues, sitting 17th. Will they go down? Probably not. They are only 9 points safe, though, so they need to try and keep winning. But I think Sunderland will have to, but just I'm going to go 1-0 win to Sunderland.
Okay. For me, I don't think this game's going to be a pretty easy game. Birmingham are quite a good team on your counter-attack. I've seen them play the last game on Easter Monday also. So for me, I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Sunderland. I think Birmingham's going to score on this fixture. Next game is obviously Reading, and they had a points deduction as well. And their manager, Paul Ince, got sacked. And they'll be playing Vincent Kompany's promotion side to the Premier League, Burnley, at the weekend. Bailey, do you think Burnley will extend their lead and win?
Yeah, let's just be real. Burnley are basically champions now. I think they're better Reading here. I can't see Reading getting anything from this game. Burnley, are just on fire at the minute. They're what? I don't know how many games they're unbeaten though. I've looked now. They're like 3, 4, 5, 6. They're probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like they're loads unbeaten. 12.
Was tons.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They're 20 games unbeaten, and they're still unbeaten. They're still unbeaten in 2023. They haven't lost one game in 2023. I think Burnley will batter Reading here. I can't see Reading stopping their unbeaten one. So I'm going to go Reading 0, Burnley 3. I'm going 3-0 win to Burnley. Just think they'll battle them.
All right. For me, this one, you're going to be terribly shocked. I'm going to go for a Burnley win, but I'm going to say 5-0 to Burnley on Saturday. Goodmanson getting the hat trick because he's been playing outstanding form. Obviously, I think Nathan Tiller will get a goal and Josh Brownhill will get a goal as well for Burnley. So there you go. Right. Next game is Rotherham United, which are known as the Millers, and they take on T-Boys TV side Luton Town on Saturday afternoon. 3 o'clock kickoff. What's your thoughts on Rotherham versus Luton Town, Bailey?
Yeah, I think it could be a tough game, to be fair. I think Rotherham have been really good form. Everyone put them bottom of the league at the start of the season, of course. And yeah, I think they've been really good. They, of course, drawn against Norwich 0-0. They beat West Brom 3-1. They're drawn against Hull 0-0. So they are in good form, but Luton, they're just on fire. And I think Luton will win it, but I think it'll be a close game. I'm gonna go 2-1 win to Luton.
2-1 win. All right. I'll probably say there won't be many goals in this one myself, but I think it's going to be a 1-0 Luton win. Colton Morris to get their goal. Our next game is obviously this team is actually terrible for managers wise because they keep leaving. It's Watford versus Bristol City this weekend. Chris Wilder is still at the club until the end of the season, and apparently he's parting ways with the club, and some Italian manager is going to be taking over the club. So, what do you think about this one, Bailey?
Yeah, Watford need to try and get something here, or Chris Wilder could be in trouble. I heard if they lose this, then he could be getting a sack. But it depends if they lose this. They bottled a 2-0 lead against Coventry. They lost against Huddersfield. They lost against Luton. They're drawn against Wigan. So I just think I don't think Chris Wilder picked up a win yet. Maybe one win, but that's it. Bristol, they're drawn against Middlesbrough. They ended Stoke City's unbeaten run. They're drawn against Reading. They're on good form, Bristol, and I think, to be honest, Bristol could get playoffs, but I don't think they will, but they could. I'm going to go goals here. I'm going to go 2-2 draw. I just think both teams are near each other, and both teams probably will just stay there, so I'm going 2-2.
2-2, okay. For me, I think it's going to be a draw as well, but I'm thinking it's going to be 1-1 on Saturday afternoon for this fixture. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is Stoke City and they play West Bromwich Albion. Alex Neil, I don't know how well he's been doing this season so far, but Stoke apparently are in 14th place and West Bromwich Albion are in 11th place, just behind us, I think. So it's quite a tight fixture in mid-table this weekend, kind of. So, Bailey, this fixture?
Yeah, it's a Midlands derby, and really.
Yeah.
Stoke City had another Midlands derby last week against Birmingham, and then they take on another Midlands side, West Bromwich Albion. West Brom, they want their owners out. They want their they want all that out. I don't think you have to blame the manager. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's the owners. And West Brom, they need to try and get a win here to try and get them playoffs, because I do feel bad for West Brom, of course. Most teams have been there with their owners. Stoke, they're playing good, aren't they? They were beating top teams the last couple of weeks. Of course, beating Coventry 4-0, drawing against Norwich, beating Blackburn, drawing against Middlesbrough. They just came on fire. West Brom haven't won for their last 4 games. So, I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. I think both teams will counter each other out, but 1-1.
1-1, okay. Our next fixture is QPR versus Coventry City. Coventry City has not won in 3 games. They've drawn 2 and lost 1 so far, and QPR haven't won in 1, 2, 3, 4. They haven't won in 5 games out of 5. They've lost 4 on the bounce and drawing 1. So QPR, do you think they'll be going in as the underdogs this game, Bailey?
No, QPR. I think they could go down. To be fair, I feel bad for them, but Coventry, I think they win this. QPR.
They should. Yeah.
Yeah, QPR have been so shocking at the minute. And if Coventry want to get playoffs, they need to win this. They have to win it. If they win this, points go their way. They could be on the same points of 6, and they probably could be in the playoffs on goal difference. So Coventry need to win this, and I think they will. I'm gonna go QPR 0, Coventry 2. I'm gonna 2-0 win to Coventry.
2-0 win to Coventry. Very good. Final 3 fixtures. Millwall versus Preston North End.
Did you give your prediction?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I haven't. I'm thinking it's going to be 2-0 to Coventry City as well this weekend, so I actually agree with you on that one. Millwall versus Preston North End. Millwall are 5th in the table. They've lost, they've drawn 2, they've lost another one, and they've won. And Millwall are playing Preston North End, which are in 7th place. They've won the last 3 matches, drawing 1 and won. Lost 1 and won another one. So they're kind of on good form. Won the last 3 matches. So what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, Preston, they're on fire at a minute. Sitting 7th in the table, probably going to get them playoffs, to be fair. Millwall, have been a bit... I don't really like how Millwall play, to be fair. But Preston are the 4th best away team in this league. So I think they could win here, but I'm going to go... I think this is a tough one. I think both teams could. I'm going to go maybe... what did I say? I'm going to look for my prediction. Say your prediction first and all.
Right. Millwall and Preston, I think it's going to be 1-1 written all over it. There you go. That was quick and easy.
So I said... let me just have a look. Right. Now, this is what I said for my championship predictions. I'm going to just say my championship predictions again. So Middlesbrough versus Norwich, I said 2-0 Middlesbrough. Sheffield United for Cardiff, I said 3-0 to Sheffield United. Blackpool against Wigan, I said 1-0 Blackpool. Millwall Preston, I said 1-1. QPR Coventry, I said 2-1 Coventry.
2-1.
Reading against Burnley, I said 3-0 Burnley. Watford versus Luton, I said 1-1. Stoke versus West Brom, I said 1-0 Stoke. Sunderland against Blues, I said 2-0 Sunderland. Watford against Bristol, I said 1-0 Bristol. So, yeah, go on to the last 2-0.
Okay, going into the final 2 fixtures, what I've got here is Swansea City versus Huddersfield Town. And obviously, Neil Warnock is an absolute legend. He's won quite a few games for Huddersfield Town, and he's actually drawing Blackburn Rovers at the weekend as well. There was actually 2-0 up in that fixture as well, before Blackburn turned it around and made it 2-2. Could you possibly feel that Huddersfield could win this game, Bailey?
They can. I do think Huddersfield will stay up, in my opinion. I think they're on fire under Neil Warnock. Yes, they could still go down. They are only 2 points safe. But if they win it they could go 18th place, 4 points behind them, 17th, 6 points behind 15th, and 7 points behind 13th place. So, Huddersfield, I do think it'll be loads of goals here, and I'm going to go 2-2. I think both teams, Huddersfield will bottle another 2-0 lead. Sorry, Huddersfield fans, but I think you will. You just can't defend that well. I'll watch it against Blackburn, and I think it wasn't that great. But yeah,
It wasn't. No.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. Swansea versus Huddersfield. I'll say a 2-0 Huddersfield, to be honest, with this one. So the final game we'll move into is John Donald Thomason. It's Blackburn Rovers side. And they place Liam Rosina's side, Hull City. Blackburn Rovers are sitting in 6th place, so they're just sitting in the playoffs. But they've drawn in the game, lost 2, they've won 1 and they've lost 1. And let's have a look. Hull City have won 1, drawn 3, and lost 1 of the last 5. So, what do you think here, Bailey?
Yeah, I think this could be a good game, to be fair. 7:45 kickoff on Saturday, live on Sky Sports. Blackburn, of course, sitting 6th place. Hull City are sitting 16th. I think Hull are staying up now, and they ain't fighting for anything. Blackburn are, so I think Blackburn will just nick this win, in my opinion. I'm gonna 2-1 win to Blackburn.
I like how you've just read me mind there. I'm saying 2-1 as well, Blackburn Rovers. Comment in the live chat. Big up, lads. Great show. Thank you, H&D guys. Sports Carnage. Big up to you as well. Johnny21 on the chat says hi. Hello, Johnny. All right. Coach's Corner. He says Rotherham 0, Luton Town 1, Stoke City 3, West Brom 1, Sunderland 2, Birmingham 0. Swansea 1, Huddersfield 2, Watford 1, Bristol City 1, Blackburn Rovers 2, Hull City 0. Also, he says 1-0 to Norwich against Middlesbrough, 2-1 to Sheffield United against Cardiff City, a 0-0 draw against Blackpool and Wigan Athletic, Millwall a 2-1 loss to Preston North End, the 1-1 draw to QPR against Coventry, and the 3-0 win to Burnley, promotion leaders against Reading. So, big up everyone to Spencer Stewart. Hello, Spencer, you alright? And good show, says Chelsea fan. Thank you, H&D. It's the first time I've hosted on this channel. Hopefully to do more in the future. Anyway, guys, take care. See you all on the next live stream. That will be on Monday night for the Game Week 43. So take care. Goodbye for now.